Sound 93 Boxing, I'm back with a quick video. Manny Pacquiao versus Jeff Horn, I believe is official. Who gives a fuck when? Who gives a fuck where? Now, I've been telling you, I never actually thought this fight was official. Throughout my channel, I've never thought this fight is official. They were talking about it. They agreed to everything. But people were taking that as if it was official, but it was never official. Bob Arum never came out and said anything. There was nothing about it saying it was... The actual word official was never used in any article. It was just people saying on their YouTube boxing channel that, oh, Manny Pacquiao versus Amir Khan, official. Now, I feel like Manny Pacquiao wanted to make that fight along with Michael Khan. I think there's a big money fight. I think it definitely is a big money fight. Bob Arum saying, oh, Manny Pacquiao can fight Amir Khan the next fight in the later this year. But and I told you the reason for it. Manny Pacquiao versus Amir Khan. There will be a title on the line, and if Amir Khan gets to hold that title away from Manny Pacquiao at 147, Top Rank doesn't have a title. When you have a title, you can sell to the casual fans that this is a title fight. Casual fans see title fights better than they see it as a higher level than a non-title fight, irrespective of... Actually, no, it is irrespective of who they fight as well, but having a title generates more money. That's just how it is. And if Amir Khan gets that title, chances are it will be with Amir Khan, or it will be, if he loses in the future, it will be passed around within probably the Al Haymon sector, the Keith Thurmans. I'm not saying Khan will lose to Keith Thurman. I'm saying if he loses, or even if he doesn't, it'll be with him, and he's working with Al Haymon. Now, obviously, Top Rank and Al Haymon, they can work. But if two Al Haymon fighters get to fight, Bob Arum makes no money from it. So what does that tell you? It tells you that for Bob Arum is looking to make the most amount of money. And therefore, he needs a Top Rank fighter to have that title. Right? If two Al Haymon fighters are fighting, the Al Haymon fighters are allowed to fight Top Rank fighters now. Because I think that quote-unquote beef that they had is not existing to that extent anymore. But, Bob Arum's not making money out of the when there's two Al Haymon fighters fighting. And, if Amir Khan wins, and chances are he will be fighting other Al Haymon fighters, or like Kell Brook or whoever. But, because Bob Arum was thinking about the money. Plus, and Manny Pacquiao's got one more fight. If Pacquiao doesn't have the title no more, the next fight will be hard to sell. Next and the final fight. Therefore, Manny Pacquiao, Bob Arum doesn't mind if Manny Pacquiao loses the last fight, because at the end of the day, the money you made is the money you made. And he's probably going to try push Manny Pacquiao to fight a bit top fighter in his last fight. I think he will. This fight he doesn't mind, because he doesn't want Pacquiao to lose this fight, because it will hurt the sales of the next fight. But I think he'll push Manny Pacquiao. I think Bob Arum wouldn't mind him, Manny Pacquiao fighting Amir Khan. But Bob Arum knows, man. Amir Khan might just beat the fuck out of Manny Pacquiao. Freddie Roach always said, man, Amir Khan is tougher fight than Terence Crawford for Manny Pacquiao, and I agree. Has a lot more experience. I think Amir Khan's skills are severely underrated, especially of this time. I think his footwork is really improved. He doesn't jump in like crazy. I think his timing is improved. I think his accuracy is improved. I think he understands a lot. He sees a lot of things becoming better. The Canelo fight, a lot of people is going to think, oh, it's still the same, but not really, because people don't realize how good Canelo is. Canelo's right now, in my opinion, the best fighter in boxing, pound for pound. And I've been telling you, Triple G will get beat by Canelo. Now a lot of you believe. If the fight happens, a lot of you will believe. So yeah, man, Amir Khan's really one of the most unfortunate fighters out there. He was right at the top in his own weight division. Tried to fight Lamont Peterson in a rematch. Against Lamont Peterson, he got robbed. So as he got robbed, he tried to rematch him. Trained really, really hard. He was frustrated about the robbery. Plus, Peterson got caught with this synthetic testosterone. And he quickly found a replacement. And obviously he'd be pissed off knowing that, Peterson, he's supposed to be fighting Peterson, but now he can't fight him, but he still got the loss from Peterson on record. But, so he fought Danny Garcia. His father got him to his head. And I'm not making excuses for it, but, excuse can be a good reason. He was fighting Danny Garcia, beating him easier. I feel like he was beating him easier than anyone else was beating him ever. And one punch changed the whole fight. And he fought kind of stupid, reckless. He was starting to fight. He fought kind of stupid, but he fought kind of dominant as well in the whole fight. But either way, he kind of fell off in terms of his the way people perceive Amir Khan as a fighter. Amir Khan went on to fight. He fought Julio Diaz, didn't look too good. I mean, sometimes fighters don't look too good, but Amir Khan went on to fight Luis Collazo, Devon Alexander. Looked better than what people thought he would look. Then he fought Chris Algieri. This was again a bit unlucky. He definitely won the fight. Anyone who says he didn't win the fight probably looked at highlights and just looked at what they wanted to see. Chris Algieri, he showed up, and he showed up. No one expected that from Chris Algieri. He had a new trainer, knew everything, so he new style, new approach. We've never seen Chris Algieri fight like that. So obviously, it's a shock to us. It's a shock to probably Amir Khan's team, and they Amir Khan, in my opinion, even though he didn't look too good dominating the fight that we thought he would dominate, Algieri came up with a different style, and it's a style that Amir Khan normally has problems with. Granted, Algieri is not the master at that style, but it's a style that Amir Khan has problems with normally, or at least we've seen him having problems with. But Amir Khan, he made adjustments, and I was quite impressed with him. He did better on the inside than I thought he would. But it wasn't the best performance of Amir Khan in terms of how we expected him to dominate. And considering Errol Spence knocked out Chris Algieri, then obviously he always wanted that big fight, right? He was always asking for wanted that big fight, and it's understandable. If Marcus Maidana can get that fight, then why can't Amir Khan for the second time, right? Like Marcus Maidana got it for the second time. And also, I feel like Amir Khan should have got a fight with Floyd Mayweather, whether he won or lost. I think he would have lost, but he would have put up a better fight than Canelo, stylistically, Robert Guerrero, possibly Maidana. I actually think he put up a better fight than Maidana did. And I think he would put up a better fight than Manny Pacquiao. I can't believe people even thought Manny Pacquiao would actually. A lot of people thought Manny Pacquiao would beat Floyd Mayweather. I can't believe people thought that. And Andre Berto, I feel like Mayweather could have picked Amir Khan. It would have been a bigger money fight, and also Mayweather put Amir Khan on the pole. See, it's the same thing. Like Manny Pacquiao put Amir Khan on the pole, and Amir Khan won. Mayweather put Khan Maidana on the pole. Mayweather saw that Khan won, but he picked Maidana. And obviously in the other polls, the official. I remember Amir Khan only posting that poll on the Twitter, the one that Mayweather posted, and that's the only one that people voted for, pretty much. The other votes, I actually voted for Khan. Obviously, I want to see Khan fight Mayweather, but then I didn't know about the other polls because I only saw that on Khan's Twitter. But he got unlucky there. But hey, at least Mayweather picked someone who was at least on the poll. Manny Pacquiao didn't, but then again, Manny Pacquiao is a boss. Floyd Mayweather doesn't. Yeah, man. And then after all that big fights, he thought he would get the Floyd fight. He didn't get. Andre Berto got it. Then he thought he'd get the Manny Pacquiao fight. Then I think who got it? Shit, I forgot who got it. Maybe Tim Bradley. I can't remember who got the fight. But he was thinking hopefully he'll get the Manny Pacquiao fight. Hopefully, but nah, Manny Pacquiao fight didn't go on. And now, like, the Canelo fight came about. But I'm fairly sure, Amir Khan would have rejected the Canelo fight if it was presented to him while he was trying to negotiate, or trying to get the fight with Floyd and Pacquiao. But you see, like, or I'm fairly sure he was very close to making the fight. The reason why I know this is because he took the Canelo fight. I'm fairly sure he was close to making the Floyd fight because, or at least that's what he thought. So he probably thought he was close to making the Floyd fight. Oh shit, didn't happen. Now your expectation for having a big fight, because you mentally prepared for a bigger fight, right? And all of a sudden the fight is not going to happen. So your expectation went down. Now you're looking for big fights to fulfill the expectation that you had, as you thought you were going to make the Mayweather fight. The Pacquiao fight didn't happen. So you're kind of a bit more when that happens, you become a bit more desperate to get the big fight, because imagine you thought you were going to fight Floyd Mayweather, but now all of a sudden you're going to fight someone like a Lamont Peterson. How does that satisfy you? It wouldn't, right? You'd want a bigger name. So the Canelo fight came about, I assume, and obviously he didn't get the Mayweather Pacquiao fight. He was really asking for a big fight. And he took the Canelo fight. And, his team did a bad job at taking that fight. It was a disastrous job. That's how his family's part of the team, right? They're fucked up, man. But, Amir Khan, he's talking about he wants to fight Keith Thurman and not have a tune-up fight, which is, I think, a bad move. Ramadan's in, June? He could have a fight. He could have a tune-up fight. It doesn't matter who. He's talking about, what's the point of fighting a bum? When a person that I know I can beat, whatever. But the thing is, you haven't really tested out the hand with them smaller gloves on people. So I think it's good to try out the fight. I think you came off a long layoff. You don't want to go in there from a hand injury and a long layoff and a knockout loss before the layoff. The worst loss of Amir Khan's career, the worst knockout loss. Basically the worst knockout he has suffered in his whole life, probably. So I think Amir Khan's making a stupid move. I don't know who else is in his team. He said he's his own team, so there's no one really. That's the thing about the team. If you have good people in your team, you benefit. If you don't, you make stupid decisions. You might just make stupid decisions, and I think if he fights someone like a Keith Thurman straight away, it'd be a really bad move. And David Haye didn't look. Even before the injury, I'm fairly sure he had the injury before the fight. He just got aggravated more, but he just didn't look too sharp, man. I think it's partly because he was inactive for about 3 years due to the injuries. I think it was a shoulder injury or whatever. So yeah, man. I think Amir Khan shouldn't make the same mistake. He's already made enough mistakes by waiting on Floyd and Manny Pacquiao and taking the Canelo fight. He shouldn't make any more mistakes. He should do things right. Amir Khan should try and do things right. And, if he does it, I think Amir Khan will be making more noise in the ring than what people think he's capable of doing. So, yeah, I'm SR93 Boxing. I'm out. Let me know what you think.